In the heart of Lekki Phase 1 stood a marble white mansion owned by the powerful businessman Richard Williams. Richard was one of those men who controlled Lagos with a phone call. He had the money, the cars, the respect, and of course, the enemies. His wife Catherine was the perfect picture of luxury. She lived for champagne brunches, diamond jewelry, and her ladies' club meetings. But behind her perfectly polished smile, Catherine carried secrets darker than the night. Their only daughter, Chloe, was a bright teenager, innocent and shielded from the storms her parents brewed daily. To Chloe, life was just school, ballet, and swimming in the mansion's infinity pool. Working at the gates was David, the young gatesman. David had dreams bigger than the estate's walls, but he watched silently as the Williams family lived a life he could only imagine. He was loyal, or at least he pretended to be. One evening, Richard returned home earlier than usual. His sharp eyes caught something strange. A sleek black car parked a few meters from the mansion. Inside it sat Catherine, laughing softly with a man Richard had never seen before. The man leaned closer, touched her face, and Catherine didn't push him away. Richard's heart froze. Betrayal. He didn't explode immediately. Richard Williams was too powerful to show weakness. Instead, he hired someone to watch Catherine's movements. For days, the truth unfolded. Catherine had been seeing this mysterious man, Daniel, a charming but broke entrepreneur, who dreamed of using Catherine to climb into Lagos high society. But the twist was yet to come. One night, David the gatesman overheard Catherine whispering on the phone. "Daniel, it's time. Richard has a huge deal coming. Once he travels, we'll move the money. Don't worry, no one will suspect a thing." David's chest tightened. He knew the plan was to steal millions of naira. For the first time, David had a choice: stay loyal to his employers or use this information to his advantage. The next morning, David walked up to Richard in his office study. He bowed slightly and said, "Sir, forgive me, but I think Madame is planning something you need to know." Richard listened carefully as David revealed everything. At first, his face was unreadable. Then slowly, a dangerous smile curved his lips. Instead of confronting Catherine immediately, Richard set a trap. He pretended to be traveling to London for business, instructing David to watch the house closely. Catherine and Daniel fell right into it. That very night, Daniel slipped into the mansion with a bag ready to pack cash and jewelry. Catherine opened the safe with trembling fingers, whispering, "This is it, Daniel, we're free!" But the moment the safe clicked open, the lights blazed on. Richard was seated in his armchair, sipping whiskey. David stood by his side, stone-faced. Behind them were two policemen. Catherine gasped. Daniel froze. Richard's voice was cold and sharp. "You thought you could betray me in my own house, with my own money. Catherine, you were the love of my life. And Daniel, you're not even man enough to stand without shaking."
Tears streamed down Catherine's cheeks. "Richard, please, it's not what you think." "Enough," Richard cut her off. "You've made your choice." The police dragged Daniel out as he shouted, begging Catherine not to abandon him. Catherine herself collapsed to the ground, begging Richard for forgiveness. But Richard didn't say another word. He simply walked upstairs, leaving her sobbing on the marble floor. Later that night, Richard called David into his study. "You've proven your loyalty. From today, you're not just my gate man, you'll walk with me directly." David's eyes widened. His life was about to change forever. And Catherine? She stayed in the mansion, stripped of her diamonds, stripped of her influence, just a wife in name, living with the ghost of her own betrayal. As for Richard, he rebuilt his empire stronger, harder, wiser. Chloe, innocent as ever, never fully understood what happened that night, but she knew her family would never be the same.